that's what I'm doing. So I'm just kind of moving around the city. You know what I'm saying? Doing my thing. You know. Gotta get some gas, but. And I like doing these. I like doing it in the car, kind of as I'm moving around. I feel like it's more. I feel like it's more natural. Like it's more accurate, maybe. Kind of, you know. I think what at least what's attractive to me in vlogs is just seeing how, you know, people that you would think that you would want to be cool with, seeing kind of how they live. Maybe that's creepy or whatever, I don't know, but that's kind of the reason why I watch vlogs, and I watch a lot of the vlogs just like everybody else watches the vlogs or whatever. And I think it's a good opportunity to really see how alike you are with everybody else out here. And I think I'm one of those believers that we're more alike than we are indifferent. We've probably got more in common than the other way around. At least I think so anyway. That's kind of been the sentiment for me, meeting people. And I think I'm kind of an introvert. Like, I don't really get out, and I'm not partying. I got kids and stuff, and, you know, so I don't really be out doing it. And I think that the not moving around the city and not getting out and really trying to meet people and trying to establish different relationships, and really trying to work to maintain the relationships that you have, it kind of leaves a little space, I think, in your life. I think you don't learn as fast. I think it's, you know, but again, it's just my opinion. I don't know. But I think you don't learn as fast. I think, you know, you need to interact with people, and you need to meet new people and learn new things. And I think the fastest way, again, to learn new things is from other folks, other people. People are like you, and people that are kind of nothing like you, in terms of the way they live their lives or whatever. And at least that's what's attractive to me for vlogging. So this is kind of my opportunity to, you know, allow maybe those people who we interact with in the comments or whatever to, I guess, get to know me, and then hopefully other people are doing this same type of thing so that we can kind of all get to know each other. And I think by creating this conversation, or at least putting yourself out there for other people to really know you, I think if we were all doing that, I think we would have I think we would understand each other a little bit better. It wouldn't be as much conflict as it is, because maybe we'd understand each other a little bit better. You kind of see how people think, what they thinking about, what they move, you know, how their lives are, what kind of struggles, you know, people going through day to day, and that's, you know, that's kind of a, you know, I think it's valuable. I think it's real valuable to know that, you know, about other people. So that's why I'm doing it. And it's a new endeavor. I think it's a lot of people out there saying YouTube, it was real harsh. You know, the comments, the you know, the people, the dropping the camera and everything. It's a lot of haters. And I don't know. I mean, I got a lot of haters now. Well, not a lot of haters, because I'm pretty quiet. But I'm sure we all got some haters. I got some haters. So I was just going through some craziness a couple days ago, where I got some old chicks, and this is what I think anyway. I really don't know exactly who it was, but I got some ladies I dealt with in the past, like a long time ago, a few years ago, resurfacing and calling my baby mama. I'm sure a lot of other guys that been through that too. And I mean, this ain't really causing me no dramas or nothing, because I'm not in high school no more, and neither is my my baby moms. And maybe some of these other folks still can't move on, or maybe they still mad with me, and probably for good reason. For good reason. You know, okay, I understand. But I guess at some point, we have to, we got to move on, right? I mean, unless you want to keep harping over that, and all you're doing is making it hard for yourself, not really making it hard for me. I didn't do anything illegal, you know. They're just being a guy, being a man, you know, learning, trying to learn anyway, trying to evolve, trying to, you know, get better, do things better, do things different. And I think, you know what, a lot of the problems that I have, a lot of females, even really people, you know, not even just females, it's this homies, this females, this everything is like, people don't give you opportunity to grow and change and evolve as a person in their eyes, right? Like, so like you meet somebody and say, like, you know, 10 years ago, I'm a terrible person, you know, I'm doing all kind of shit, taking advantage of people, like just not being a stand-up guy, doing all kind of craziness. And it's, you know, just not being a stand-up guy, right? And I'm sure we all had to grow. You had to learn what it is to be a man, because that's something a little bit slightly different for everybody. I think you had to, and also everybody doesn't have good role models, so it takes people different times to mature and to change and to grow, as especially when you're coming into manhood or being an adult. It takes time to gain that maturity, or the level of maturity anyway. So, but people don't give you an opportunity to grow and change and evolve in their eyes, and I think that's it makes it hard, because then if I do something that is not, if I do something and you don't like it, or something bad or whatever, you know, and then we move on past that, but you still hold that grudge, and it's 4 or 5 years later, you know, and you still dealing with me as if I'm that same person, I think that just makes things hard. I think we should give people, and I mean, easier said than done, and I get it, right? But I'm just saying, you know, I think we should give people an opportunity to change. Like, when I meet a person, you know, like, I'm sure we all have fallen outs with homies, right? But eventually you get over it, you move on, you try to put it behind you, and then what should happen is, then at that point, you should be really trying to allow that person to be somebody different, if they're trying to. You know what I'm saying? If you just kind of one of them nothing, you know, or just kind of no good dudes or whatever, you know, and you don't ever change, you know, now, you know, that's on you, because it's got to be something you really want to do. You got to identify it as a flaw first in you in order to change something. But, you know, I think we got to give each other, we got to try to be kind to each other, and give each other opportunity to make mistakes, to learn from those mistakes, and then to change those behaviors, because you can't change the mistakes, but you can change the behaviors that kind of drove you into, you know, making those types of mistakes or whatever. So, you know, I wanted to kind of touch on that, because that was kind of something I was having a hard time with, you know, like people just kind of holding you, not necessarily holding you up, but people just not, they'll treat me the same, you know, and I'm talking about, you know, certain people in my life or whatever, would try to treat me the same as they did, you know, 10, 15 years ago, where I'm a completely different person now than I was, you know, 10, 15 years ago. I'm sure we all are, you know, and nobody gonna stay the same, you know, 10 or 15 years in a row, you know what I mean? I think your core is the same, right, who you are, but the behaviors and things that you know, the things that you find important is going to change. Those behaviors that you have are going to change. Things that were important to you, things that were important to you, 15 years ago is not going to be important to you today, So, I guess all in all, message is love one another, be kind to one another. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. But, so I just, I'm not going to be on here, trying to preach and all that. No, this is just a vlog. I don't have a whole lot of people to really be talking to, or people that I'll be confiding in my life or whatever. So, my dad had said that, a little while ago, you need to find somebody to talk to. And I done tried going and talking to a shrink, and really about nothing, But I done tried going and talk, because we probably all should have some kind of a therapist or therapy in some kind of a way. And I mean, one of my therapies or forms of therapy is jiu-jitsu. I'm an avid jiu-jitsu player. I love it. It's been a passion of mine now for a couple years. I'm still a baby in that game, but I'm coming up and I'm learning. I think it's a part of me just trying to feel great to me. Feel like I'm reaching my potential. And to me, I'm not really out to prove anything to anybody else, but for me, I just want to be happy and try to reach my potential, try to do everything I can to reach my potential and to do the things that make me happy. And jiu-jitsu is one of those things that makes me happy. My kids, beyond family. Man, I ain't doing nothing but rambling. So, y'all have a wonderful day. Peace and love.